Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to connect your Pico-w with your DHT11 sensor and your soil moisture sensor to the IoT Thingspeak platform. So let's get started. So now open your Tony IDE, then you need to write this line of code. So first is to import our libraries. So these are the libraries we shall be using for this particular codes. So the next thing is you want to create your ThinkSpeak, add your ThinkSpeak API. So the API write key, this is it here. So you just copy it and paste it here. So you can replace it with this code. And now you need to make sure your SSID and your password for your hotspot or Wi-Fi is rightly configured. So this connects our Raspberry Pi Pico-w to the Wi-Fi. Then next is to you need to configure your GPIO pins. So we have the DHT11 connected to GP10, and then the soil sensor is connected to GP26. So this is the function that helps to read data from the soil sensor. And next is for our soil moisture sensor. So we need to define the minimum moisture and the maximum moisture. So this, you can use this to calibrate your sensor. Then this is the function that reads the soil moisture and returns the value as seen. So the next thing is the while true loop. We want to transmit every 15 seconds. So that's why they say times the sleep delay of 15 seconds. So you read the value of your DHT sensor and the moisture sensor. And there's the command that helps us to transmit our data, both the temperature, humidity, and the soil moisture, so to the Thingspeak using our request. All right. So we use our uRequest.post to transmit the data. So, but first, this is very important. So for each of the fields, field 1, field 2, field 3, you need to make sure that the parameters, that is the temperature, humidity, and moisture, are arranged accordingly. So this data is transmitted using this line of code at this point, DHT readings, to our Thingspeak. And that's it. So when you do that, you get your code working. So you need to come to thingspeak.com and click on sign in. If you have signed in, then you just put in your email address and you log in. Otherwise, you create an account. So to create an account, you need to fill in your details. So fill in my details. Once you log in, then you come to thingspeak.com. Make sure you are signed in first. Then you create channels. Under channels, my channels. So currently I have no channels, so you need to create your channel. So you click on new channel. So once you open your new channel, you need to give it a name. So in this case, I will say IoT agriculture. IoT agriculture. Then you can give it a description if you like to monitor temperature, humidity, and soil moisture. Okay, so now you need to select how many fields, that is number of parameters you want to monitor. So select 3 in this case. The first one is temperature. The second one is humidity, and the third one is soil moisture. Okay. All right, then I think I just click save channel. All right, so we have created our fields. First is the temperature, humidity, and the soil moisture. So now the next thing is you're gonna go to API keys. So you need these API keys. You need the right API key. So you just copy this key. Then we're gonna paste it in our MicroPython code. So I'm gonna do that, and you see. All right, so I'm currently running my code. So once you run the code, you'll see the temperature value, 35 degrees. The humidity is for 40%. Then the moisture is just 1.2%. So I'm going to dip my sensor into the water now. I will see the difference. So this is inside the water. I'll show you in a minute. So the sensor is currently in the water, as you can see, and you can see the value of the soil moisture has increased to 67%. Okay. So you can see 67%. Then if you look at the Thingspeak, so let's look at our Thingspeak. You can see our values. So every 15 seconds, it's been transmitting data. So you can see the temperature about 35 degrees centigrade. The humidity, you can see it dropping, fluctuating. So around 40 at the moment. And of course, the value of our soil moisture was about 0 until I dipped it into the water, and it went to about 67%. So this is how you can set up your Raspberry Pi Pico-w with the DHT11 and soil moisture sensor connect to your Thingspeak IoT platform. All right. So for the data, if you want to export your data, you can export your data using by clicking the export recent data. Then you can select which of the fields you want to export. If you want to export the whole channel, then you can just select a JSON file, XML, or CSV. So if I click on my CSV now, you see it downloads the data. So if I open my data, downloaded data. All right, so these are my values, time series values for the field 1, field 2, and field 3. Okay, so this ends this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. Don't forget to click, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye.